Oh, so it goes right into play mode?
Yep. If you push the button on the top, it's recording.
Okay. So we don't have Zoom and shit like that available?
Nothing.
Okay, good.
It's waterproof.
It's actually good.
Alright, so we're going to get started here. This is from our show today. It was raining pretty steadily the whole time we were there, chucking it down. And you can see here he's all got his tack on, and now it's time to get on. It's the first time he's been ridden away from home. He's been trailered out a couple times, but he's never been ridden out until today. This is the first time going into a warm-up arena, ridden with other horses in there. Wasn't sure how he was going to act, but he was very, very good. See here, he's obviously tense. You know, what do you expect from a 3-year-old, first time ridden off the property. So yes, he was tense, but he was listening. I was able to do some trotting, just sort of moving him around in some circles, trying to get him to settle into my hand a bit. It took about 10 minutes or so. And then he started to settle. I did some circles and some serpentines, and really just sort of getting his body moving, trying to get him a little softer in his body so he wasn't so consumed with all the sights and sounds around him, because everything was overwhelming. First time for everything, so he was obviously taking it all in. And then this is the further along in the warm-up, and you can see we're able to do a little bit more. I'd already gone down the other end of the arena, and then here I'm just doing some trot to walk and just getting him more relaxed as he goes. Okay, so now this is the beginning of our first test, which is an Intro A, and I have the test sheet here. So we enter at A, and we got a 7.5. It's trot to X, and then you walk all the way up to, this says between X and C, you start to do a medium walk. The comment is fairly straight, some tension after X. He got a 7.5 for that, which is actually wonderful. And at C, we track right, and then at M, we go to working trot rising. He got a 6.5, could be more in the corner. Yeah, he could be a lot of things. It's the first time ridden off the property, so I will take it. And then we go all the way down to A, so it's quite a long side trot there. And we get to A, and we have a circle right 20 meter working trot rising. He got a 6.5 there, and you'll see why. Tense, and I couldn't get him to go near where the trees are because there was a plastic bin over on the left-hand side that I think he was convinced was going to kill him, which is fine. And you'll see that the bin rears its ugly head here again in a minute. So we're supposed to go KXM, which is a diagonal. He's looking at the bin right now and spooking, and I kind of lost track of where I was supposed to go. So then I just pushed him forward, and then I realized, oh, I'm supposed to be on a diagonal. So I got an error, but I still got a 7.0. Says some spooking broke to walk. So he still had enough quality of movement that he got a 7 for that, even with an error. So that's pretty amazing. So we're just coming back down now to K, and we're going to do the diagonal that we're supposed to do, KXM, and I just rounded the corner because he wasn't going to go in it anyway. And then once we get back down to the other end, we go to C, and we do a 20 meter working trot rising circle. So this test, the circles are at A and C, and we got a 6.5 because the circle was very small. I think because he was spooking at the camera lady this time. But yeah, trying to get him to do the 20 meter circle with him looking at everything was interesting. I just managed it as best we can. And then between C and H, we now move to our medium walk. So we walk medium walk until we get to between C and H, medium walk, and HXF is free walk. So now he's in free walk. So the medium walk, we got a 7. The free walk, he got a 4.5. Tense, needs to stretch neck, trotted 3 times. Yeah, because he was pretty anxious. Baby horse, what are you going to do? Tension is going to show up in your walk work. And then we get to F, and we have a medium walk from F to A. And we got a 5.5 because, again, he was still wanting to trot. And then we walk all the way down to X. And he gets a 7.0 for a balanced halt, which was pretty nice. So overall, he got, even with my error, he got a 61.88%. So that is pretty outstanding for his first ever attempt at a show. And then we're just going to walk back out, and then we have one rider in between us, and then we go back in for our next test. Okay, so now we're waiting around to go in for our second test, which is the intro intro B. This one has less walking, which is nice. I was waiting for them to ring the bell because he didn't want to walk up the side because that bin was going to eat him. You can see the bin is off over there to the left. It's like a plastic tub of some sort. I don't know. So I just walked around down the end because I didn't want to upset him any further than he was already pretty tense. So I said, well, we'll just not bother walking around the arena again. He did it once, and you can see she rang the bell and then he spooked, so that was kind of funny. I actually laughed at that. And then I got him to regroup. And then I asked him for trot, and then we entered at A. Enter working trot rising, X, halt and salute. So now this time we have to stop at X and halt and salute. And I know there's a water bubble on the lens there, but he got an 8. Our entrance got an 8. It's a straight entry. So that was great because you just saw him spook. Okay, so then we go working trot rising down to C, and we track left. And she gives us a 7, becomes a bit tense. He was starting to spook at something in that corner too. He's just looking around, which is fine. He's a baby. Okay, and then we come down to E. So we come down the long side to E, and we have circle left 20 meter working trot rising. He got an 8. She said circle improves because I was actually able to go to our touch points, which was amazing. When I saw the 2 8s on the test, I couldn't believe it. So then we come back over to the long side, and we go down to K. And between K and A, we have medium walk. And you can see he's spooking. Hello, hello. The box is going to eat him. So, you know, you just ride the horse you have on the day. So she gave us a 6. It said spooking at K. That was pretty generous of her, I would say. And then because that was supposed to be medium walk. And then from F to E, we have free walk. And of course the tension is still there, especially it shows up. My husband's wiping the dewdrops off the camera, which is nice. So we got a 5 for the free walk. Began well, then some trot steps because he was quite anxious. And then between E and H is medium walk. He got a 7. And it says tense but obedient, so that was really nice. And then between H and C, and we're getting up towards H now, between H and C we have working trot rising. And she gave us a 6.5, could be steadier. He was sucking back a bit because he'd been spooking, and he was still quite tense, so he was sucking back a little bit there. And then we go back down to B, so the center of the court. Circle right 20 meter working trot rising. We got a 7. Unfortunately leapt over the puddle. Wait for it, it's coming. Bing, there he goes. He jumped the puddle. So we got a 7. So I think we might have gotten an 8 there, but anyway, we got a 7.0, and then now we go all the way down to A. We go down center line and we halt again in a salute at X. And she gave us a 7.5 with no comment. So it must have been another straight entrance. Probably not as straight as the first time because she gave us 7.5. But his total score was 66.25, which I think is the highest I've ever gotten.
So if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below, and ding the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching!